and welcome back to my little sewing studio where I turn my fashion ideas into reality. Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to make these beautiful little high tea hats. I got an order from a client who's having a baby shower and I made a couple of hats for her party. One of them I'm wearing and the other one is right here. But let me show you guys how I did it, what materials I used, and I'll see you at the end of the video for my special little tea party.
I made a trip to the craft store and I picked up a little straw hat to use as my base. The white sheet you see in front of you is actually a very thick fusible that you usually use for sewing, but I figured it would make a pretty stiff base for my hat. I've also got some upcycled floral arrangements, cut them off of its original base, and I'm going to use pink colors for one of the hats and white colors for the other. I've got a nice big glue gun along with some large glue sticks. I find that smaller glue guns that you can get at a dollar store do not do such a great job because they do not heat up as well, and oftentimes your crafts can fall apart easily. I got a solid plastic headband so that I can attach my hat to it, making it easy to wear to the theme party. The first thing I did was trace the circle of the straw hat onto my white fusible, and I've cut it out so that I can make my base larger as well as cover up the straw. I'm going to go ahead and attach what I've made with my glue gun, and I'm going to attach the middle circle that I've cut out in the middle, and then I'm going to proceed to cover the visible straw with flowers and other decorations. Make sure you have a heat-resistant pad on your table so that you don't get this glue all over the place. It does have a quality of a spider web, so it's a little bit tricky to clean up your artwork as you go. The new base I made for the hat out of the white fusible looks neat and even, so I'm ready to start playing with the flower arrangements. High tea hats, also known as afternoon tea hats or simply tea hats, are an integral part of the tradition of afternoon tea, particularly in British culture. These hats have a rich history that dates back to the 19th and early 20th century when afternoon tea became a fashionable social event among the upper classes. During the Victorian and Edwardian eras in Britain, afternoon tea emerged as a popular social custom among the elite. Typically held between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m., afternoon tea was an opportunity for genteel society to gather and socialize over tea, sandwiches, cakes, and pastries. As tea became more accessible and affordable, afternoon tea became a symbol of refinement and sophistication. Tea attire, including tea hats, played an important role in the etiquette and dress code of afternoon tea gatherings. Women were expected to dress elegantly, often wearing formal tea gowns or dresses accessorized with gloves, jewelry, and of course, hats. Tea hats were specifically designed to complement the women's attire and add a touch of style and flair to their ensemble. Tea hats came in a variety of styles, shapes, and sizes, ranging from a small and delicate to large and elaborate. They were often adorned with decorative elements such as feathers, flowers, ribbons, lace, pearls, and veils, reflecting the prevailing fashion trends of the time. The choice of hat was seen as a reflection of a woman's taste, social status, and personal style. While afternoon tea gatherings have evolved over time, with less emphasis on formal dress code and etiquette, tea hats remain a nostalgic symbol of a bygone era of elegance and refinement. Today, tea hats are occasionally worn at special events, themed parties, or traditional afternoon tea services offered at luxury hotels and tea rooms, where they serve as a charming nod to the past and add a touch of whimsy to the occasion. As you can see, I played around with the flowers and I did what I thought looked best. I thought that pearls would tie this hat design together perfectly. The pearls I got were various sizes, so I made sure to scatter them around the base of the hat. Additionally, I picked up some netting, also known as birdcage, at the fabric store, and in order to attach it nicely, I am going to tie a knot on one end, glue the knot into the thick of my flowers, and I will shape the veil afterwards. There are no rules for making crafts, so you guys can just use your judgment for what you think looks best. I think everything turned out pretty well, so I'm going to go over the bottom of the base of the hat with scraps of my fusible to make sure I cover everything up, any remaining straw, since it will be seen from underneath as you wear it on your head. The way I glued the hairband into the hat was in the middle of the top of the hat, but I also fixed it on both sides with more fusible and glue to ensure it will not come undone as my client wears it to her party. I am ready to show you the hat in action. Let's have a tea, shall we?